Hi again. Today we are going to demonstrate the performance module inside the InforceHR HRMS system. So you can click on the performance button from the left navigation bar, or you can also click from here. So when you click on the performance management, you will see this kind of the dashboard. So different kind of performance management reviews, SOP monitoring, KPI monitoring, KRA management, KPI tracking, SOP library, performance scores, appraisals, PIP management, reports. All these features are there inside the performance management module. So let's start with the HR review. So HR can create a new review for a particular employee, and there are scores between 1 to 5 stars for every particular employee. So for example, let's do the test HR. Sixth, we need to select either a month or a quarter, like this. So for June 1 to June 30th. So this is gonna be the period that we are reviewing an employee for. So for example, for behavior we have given them a 5-star rating. For asset, they haven't used the assets much effectively, so 4 stars there. So behavioral comments, yes. Professionalism is there. Teamwork, ownership, discipline. You can also use AI to fill this data from here, so it can be filled by AI automatically. Asset related comments. So since we have given a 4-star, so we have to justify the rating as well. So the first thing is responsibility, then compliance. So careful use, it was not used carefully, and that is the reason there are 4 stars. So rest, no issues. So this concludes the review. So it is in the draft right now. It can be submitted. So when we create this, then the review is given already. So to finalize it, this pop-up will be here, and yes, you have to give a consent that yes, this is a final review. So once this is done, you have this review rating. So the average final score has come to 60%. Here are the ratings. So now attendance is still pending. This will come from a different module, like a feature, not from module. And if their attendance is good, this will be automatically turn green, and then it will be added to the final score here. So this is one of the parts. Let's go back to okay. So next one is tasks and SOP management or monitoring. So every employee has to follow the task and the SOP provided by their respective departments and their team leaders about any project. So here is some demo data. So this can be refreshed from here, and average monitoring score is this for the entire team. And since this is the demo data, the tasks, if they are completed, the task completion score will come here. The SOP completion score will come here. All the details can be seen from here. So for a particular employee, everything can be seen here and tracked. So for this particular employee task performance analysis for July and their trend window for last 6 months. It shows the trend here, what is their progress and what kind of performance is there on their tasks and the projects. So all the data can be seen here, and it is very useful while giving an appraisal or promotion to any of your employees internally. Moving on to the KPI monitoring feature. Here again, similar kind of information can be seen. So it can be about a employee KPI or a team KPI. So a personal KPI dashboard can be seen here. So the benchmark is set. It has to be 70% or above out of 100. So the timelines of the tasks are meeting or not, how many tasks are completed, accountability, contribution to a particular task within a team project. So all this information can be seen here. For the team, again similar data will be here. So but here you can see the engaged employees in every project, and you can see all this information accordingly. So the KPI score of this particular employee is this. So he hasn't done any project, so how the project list will be here. On time delivered, these reopened, how many times a task has been submitted and then reopened, accountability information. So you can see kind of data. So this is the group type task, deadline date was this, completed deadline met, contribution was 0, task in progress 0. So the scores will come here. So these are internally associated or interlinked with the tasks management module, and anything that has been entered in this will also reflect here. So the KPIs will be set inside this, and then they can be tracked here. Moving on to the next, KRAs. So the KRAs can be seen here. All the information can be seen here, and you can search the KRAs from here. So for example, if you want to edit any KRA, you can go into this. This is the description. You can edit it, active it, cancel it, complete it. So it can be a departmental, it can be individual. So this can be handled from here. KPIs dashboard, you have multiple KPIs for different departments. You can search the KPIs here. So for example, let's check the quality link building. It is a departmental KPI for SEO department, and here we can see the information, all the information that is already set, and it has to be followed, and the performance indicators will be based on this data. Also all the data that is there in the task management will also be interlinked to this, and the algorithm will calculate data based on the tasks from the task management, and these KPIs and SOPs and all the data will be reflected at the end of the day on the KPI monitoring dashboard. So everything is interlinked. So let's move on to the SOP library, and in this library you can see all the SOPs that are there for to be implemented in each and every workflow. So for example, SEO analytics and reporting SOP is here, where you can set the department category, Also you can do the version control from here. So for example, this one is the version 1 and you have the updated one, you can add it to the version control system as well, and it will be updated as a version 2. So when it was last updated, created, and the last updated, created by, so all information will be here. So phase 1, like for this particular SOP, phase 1 is pre-checks and environment setup. So the entire checklist is here. So whatever is required and it has to be there. So this is a kind of standard operating procedure that is supposed to be used while setting up the reporting, the SEO analytics and reporting for any project. Moving forward with the next part, everything is required and this all has to be checked, and based on this the usage statistics will be here. The stats can be seen here, and these will be again interlinked to the KPI monitoring, and then at the end of the day the performance review and the performance score will help in providing employees the feedback, the management the feedback, and there will be data which will help at the time of promoting a employee or giving them the appraisals. So this all is there. Moving on to the appraisals part. So the appraisals would look like this. So there will be different kind of filters here, and this all will be a part of the entire process, and the HR and the management will conclude this based on the entire data available on the appraisals or performance reviews, SOPs, handling KPIs, KRAs, HR review. So the data here will reflect from all other modules, including the tasks and the attendance, everything. So the full score will be displayed on this particular feature as well. PIP, this is also again very important. If an employee is not performing well, companies usually give them a performance improvement program, and there are certain areas where they are weak that has been identified, and based on that this particular information will be filled. So for example, for a sales rep, sales and business development department will be issuing in with the help of HR this PIP for a particular employee. So if the problem is sales targets are not meeting, where is the problem? This problem has been identified by the sales department already and conveyed to the HR department. So conversion is a problem. So leads, there are leads, but a particular sales rep is not able to convert the leads. So this is the problem. Plan of action can be set here from and the PIP date or the timeline can be set from here. So the information is also there. If somebody doesn't know how to set a PIP, so some information is there which can be used. So it can be updated from here, and if you want to extend it, for example, there is some improvement in the employee's performance, like the expectations were to reach the to make sure that the employee reaches the 70 percentile in his performance from where they were, and if around 50% improvement is seen, then this can also be extended. So to create a PIP, it is very easy. Select the department, select an employee, reporting manager, reason, areas, plan of action, select the date or a tenure, create a PIP. So moving on to the next, performance scores. So for example, let's go to test HR. We just reviewed it. So here is the final performance score that will be seen by the management and the HR department, and on the basis of this data, either a PIP will be issued, a promotion is issued, or appraisal will be concluded. So everything can be seen here. So score calculation comes from here. So it is automatically dependent on HR review, task and SOP monitoring, KPI monitoring, KRAs, KPIs, SOPs, appraisals, no PIP or a PIP is there, and obviously the tasks and the attendance at the end of the day. So this is the complete employee performance cockpit. Moving on to the reports part. Okay,